kindly have a seat. My name is Karrim Loukman, and I'm the pharmacist in charge for the day. It's how may I help you, please?
Okay, so I went to the hospital and I was given this prescription by the doctor. So I came here to buy and I was only given this, but not this. And I was said this is not around, like it's not available.
Okay.
And I was asked to come and see you.
You have to come and see.
Yes.
Okay. Is this also the drugs you bought?
Yes, these are the drugs I bought from the hospital.
Alright. Please, may I know your name, please?
Akosia Frempo.
Akosia Akon. Okay. So, Miss Akosia, I would like us to have some free time, but then. Alright. Can I see the drugs? Can I? Thank you. Were these the drugs you bought recently, or you were actually using them?
No, these were given to me from the hospital, and this is what I bought here.
Okay. Alright. Alright. So I would like us to have a few minutes before I talk about this. Okay. I would like us to have a few minutes. I can see the Philippine here, and I'm really pain.
2 minutes. I already wasted time
Yes.
at the hospital.
Yes.
Very
It's really
tired.
important we spend time on this so that we can manage your condition. Okay. From seeing this alone, I realize that you have hypertension. Am I right?
Yes.
Yes. So I would like us to have a few minutes so that I can be able to do whatever we have to do. Okay. Please and please just give me your ears and then we can carry on. All right. So with the drugs you said you bought, this is nifedipine and this is amlodipine.
Yes.
And basically, what do you know about the hypertension, please?
I don't know anything about it.
Okay, so hypertension basically is a blockage or constriction in your blood vessels. Okay, where your heart, which pumps blood to other parts of the body, because there's a constriction, there's more. The heart has to work harder or pump the blood harder. Okay, so because of that, we want to the drugs we are giving to you, the antihypertensives, are just to make sure that they dilate the blood vessels. Do you get my point? So from the amlodipine and nifedipine I see here, they all do the same work. Okay, so I think this would be like an abuse of drug. So we have to put one of them down.
Why? Because
Yes, because both of them are doing the same work.
Are you
Just the
telling
same
me
work.
my doctor was wrong?
No, please. But per what I know, this is an abuse. Okay, and it will lead to various side effects. So I would like us to. So I might only have to give you one, or better still, you go to the doctor again. Maybe he was trying to prescribe something else. Okay, so which one do we agree on? Maybe I put one down, or you go to the doctor again for him to prescribe.
I can't go back to the doctor.
All right, so it means we have to. Yes, thank you. And then I can also see. Yes. All right, so it means maybe you have a shortage of blood or something, so we need more production of your blood. This is it. That's why you were given this. Okay, and this is Expiron. All right. So I want to talk to you about how you can take your nifedipine. Okay. Or were you told already? You weren't. Yes. So I want to talk to you about how you can take your nifedipine. So with your nifedipine, you take it once daily. Please, when do you wake up?
Wake up at 8.
At 8. And when do you eat this?
Depends on my schedule. I don't really have a time that I eat.
You don't have a time.
Probably from say 9 to 12 p.m.
Alright, so but before I even tell you about how you take your drug, I want to add to the fact that hypertension is a chronic condition, alright, which means that you will live with it forever. It can't be, there's no cure for it. So it means that you have to be taking the drug. Okay, so because of that, you will have to take, or you have to pay keen attention to whatever I'm going to tell you, and you don't have to miss the dose. You must try your best. That's why I'm trying to have this one with you, so that at least we know when you wake up, so that you don't miss a dose. You get my point? So please, yes. So please, you eat around 9, right?
Yeah.
Yes, probably around 9. So you take just one daily, all right? So when you take this, maybe this today 9 a.m., then the next day 9 a.m. Do you get my point? Yes, one daily. And then with this as well. So with the kindly put your phone down for me so that I can get your attention, please.
What about something important?
Please, this is also very important, okay? Because this is a chronic condition we are talking about here. Yes. All right. So that is it. And also with this, you have to take this 5 meals.
Are you reading to tell me?
No, please. I'm trying to look at what it is. Okay. Yes. So you take this 5 meals 3 times daily. Okay, that's 8 hourly. So when you take this, the next 8 hours. So when you wake up in the morning, that is 8. You said 8 a.m. right?
Yes.
So 8 a.m. So just in case you take it at 9, then the next 8 hours you take it. The next 8 hours. Also, probably you might have forgotten to take that you miss a dose of what you are taking. So if it's too close to the last one or the next dose, probably an hour to the next dose, please, you don't take it. Okay, you just continue with the other one and discuss the previous. You get my point? Yes, so that is it. So it means we are taking this down because just like I said. So can you please go through this for me, like how I said it?
Is this necessary?
Yes, please. It's very important to ensure that you understand whatever I just said.
Is that this one? I should take it 4 times a day?
No, please. One daily.
Once daily?
Yes, once. And if one daily means that when you take it at 9, the next time or the next day, the same time, 9. Okay? Yeah.
Once daily?
Yes, please.
And then you said I should take this
5 meals. There's usually a cup in it, which is within 5 meals. Okay.
So where is the cup?
So what you do is you take a spoon, okay?
Any kind of spoon?
No, please. You take a teaspoon.
I don't know my teaspoon.
The normal spoon, okay? And then you take, yes, so you take it, that's 8 hourly. So one, and then the next 8 hours, take another, okay? I think there's also another drug here. Yes, so this is also, yeah. Yes, so benzo, the first drug we were talking about we also actually do the same thing. So I don't think it's also needed. Okay, the first drug we also prescribed it.
It's not needed?
Yes, please. I also think it's not needed. Alright. Now, because you have hypertension, I would like to also end with some lifestyle modifications. Probably there are certain things you eat and all that, and certain things you don't do. I would like you to, this is just to manage the condition. We are trying to manage the condition, and if you're able to follow this keenly, we can be able to curb any adverse condition, all right? So the first thing is that you should exercise regularly, okay? When you get at your free days, probably from work? Saturdays. Well, so Saturdays for maybe like 30 or maybe 10 minutes, you can have a walk. Or if that will be fine by you, maybe if you are going to work, if the distance is not too far, maybe you can try to just take a walk, all right? It will help you to exercise.
Like, do you know how Scotch is?
Yes, I understand, but then it's very important.
Walking in the sun?
It's very important to manage your condition, all right? And then you should also cut down fatty food, okay? Fatty food, okay? This food with a lot of fat, meat and all that, you should also cut them down. You should also cut down salt intake, all right? If you take too much salt, I understand that you want the taste of the food, but then for your condition, I'll be very glad if you can cut it down a bit, all right? Not entirely though, but if you can cut it down a bit, we'll be very glad, all right? Will you help us do that, please?
I'll think about it.
Can you do? All right. So basically that is it. So can you repeat what I just said, please?
Again?
Yes, please. It's very necessary, just to ensure you understand, please.
That I should increase my salt intake?
No, please. You are to decrease your salt intake. Yes.
Okay. Decrease the salt
Yes,
intake.
please.
And then you said I should take a car whenever possible.
Take
A car.
a car. No, please. With the car issue, when I was talking about the car, I was talking about you exercising. Since your work is very tedious, I think that, or where you can't get time, so I was advising that because maybe probably the distance to your work is not that long, so I want us to cut down, boarding a car to maybe taking a walk to work. You get it? At the end of the day, you are exercising. That's why I'm trying to, that's what I'm trying to drive down to. You get my point? And there's something I also said finally, that you should cut down the intake of fatty foods, okay, or that's such as meat, all right?
So like no meat in my diet?
Not no meat, but cut it down, okay? Probably the amount you take, okay? All right, yes. Thank you very much.